I quite often say to people that you don't know, if you didn't know Mount Pleasant was there, you just wouldn't know because it doesn't affect us. And same with Stanley. Well, it has got faster for us, but not because of the oil or anything. It's just, there's more people coming to visit, I guess. You're in your own little world, really. And I come here, obviously, because I met David in 1981 and my family were heading back to Scotland. And I said I wasn't going. I'd done it for 3 years and I didn't like it. But no, it's just a way of life, I guess. And before tourism and before we owned the farm, you worked from Monday to Friday and you had Saturday and Sunday off. Now, it's because it's your own, you don't have a Saturday and Sunday anymore. And you just carry, every day. I can never remember what the day is. I like meeting people and having people to stay, but I also like my own company. I never get bored. People say, how can you live in such isolation? But it's not really, because the whole world comes to me in the summertime. We have about 450 land-based people come through. Cruise ship passengers, I've never actually counted them up, but I'm guessing it's got to be like 4,000 or 5,000, I guess. And mainly they want to go to the Neck. The Neck is a highlight. Always, no matter how busy I get, I always try and find time to be with the wildlife. It used to be difficult when we'd done the shearing in November, because that's when the cruise ships start coming, like the 1st of November, and because we don't have to be here to meet them, but we always like to be here. And so that meant that there's one of us away, and that person that's doing the cooking can't drive in the afternoon because you're getting the dinner for night. A lot of people wonder how we manage, but we just do. One time I took some people to the Neck and they're just in floods of tears when they saw that wildlife, and I don't know, it was just such a nice feeling that somebody was so overwhelmed to see it all, I think. The albatross at the Rookery are easier for older people to get to. And I think it's just because it's more private at the Rookery. A lot of people ask me what's my favourite penguin. I quite like the Gentoo because they're always busy doing something. And the rockhoppers are the thugs of the penguin world because they just hammer each other. They're quite mischievous little birds. And the albatross are just so majestic. I could sit and watch them soaring for hours and hours if I had the time. We've got 5,000 sheep and we've got about 200 head of cattle, which we want to decrease a lot if we can sell a lot. It's not a commercial farm, and it's not a hobby farm, but it's one that's making its money from the wool from the sheep and the meat breed that we've got as well. And tourism's a secondary business. If we didn't have the tourism, we would have been down and out. One of us would have had to have gone to Stanley to work, which I would have had to do, but I would have had to, because we had a young family in them days. But now they're working, so it's just the two of us. And if we had our way, we'd cut the animals down more and just have tourism, David and I, because we love working with people. I guess it's a busy life. I always start my morning with milking my cows, which I could never stop. I don't know what happens when I get older. But then you just cope. And I guess I couldn't live any other way, really.